Ain't it a great day? Ain't it a great day? Ain't it a great day? Ain't it a great day?
Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is October 2nd, 2025. And anything that I discussed for Bitcoin on the small time frames, right? Immediate short term. For the past couple videos, trash it. This move that you're seeing right now is not at all bullish. And you should expect very shortly a major retracement in Bitcoin, right? Really good news if you're in altcoins. The ensuing retracement in Bitcoin will also cause altcoins to retrace. And that retracement in altcoins should be the final retracement before massive moves. So guys, if that all sounds interesting to you, then watch until the very end. Hope everyone's having a great day. Let's get right into it. All right. Why am I all of a sudden bearish on Bitcoin on the immediate short term? When last video I was talking about, okay, the minimum target is probably going to be around 134, 135. Why am I changing my tune so quickly? What happened? Well, I'm going to tell you what happened. So let's zoom in on the 4-hourly time frame to explain my sentiments. I told you that Bitcoin was likely in pure price action, or pure impulse rather, and pure impulse follows a certain matriculation pattern that has been observed over time in all financial markets, okay? And that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type deal, okay? And with that, we expected at the first logical resistance, Bitcoin to retrace, gather steam, go up, and so on and so forth. And that's how I said, you know what? Based off of what Bitcoin's done up until now, I'm expecting XYZ target based off the math, based off the probability of wave 1 being this height, so on and so forth. I'm throwing all of that out the window. Reason being, this pump is purely corrective. It's completely imbalanced. Realize that it's bullish to retrace. It's super bullish to put in reasonable retracements intra-wave. So if you're moving and you move and then you retrace once in a while, that's bullish. That creates a balanced market. Buyers and sellers both have an opportunity to take advantage or partake in the move. When only one side takes an opportunity when only one side participates in any given move, in any market, it's going to likely retrace upon itself in the same way, and usually with the same speed, or if not faster than it was created. Mind you, I'm particularly focused on this right here that we've gotten since Sunday. It's a move up, but this move up is purely corrective. And again, zooming out, I think this is part and parcel of this flat correction, okay? I'm seeing this as being a flat correction. I think these are a pair of flat corrections. This is a B wave. This is the final move of this B wave. And even though the final move is impulsive, it also is acting correctively. It has no trace of pure impulse, which you'll see in the bull market follows that 5-wave pattern. So if this is pure correction and it's not necessarily balanced, then do expect the balance to come on the other end, meaning a move that counters it. All right. And I kind of should have known that I never I never was able to tease out, to identify the small time frame wave 2. Even on the smaller time frames, I couldn't identify it. And also, I should have known that this was fishy here, that this channel, this 2-day channel, was never retested. It was never retested. That's a telltale sign that, okay, whatever comes after won't last long. If it's fast, it won't last. If it's slow, let it grow. This was fast and imbalanced from the beginning. And it never respected this level, these common levels of resistance. Therefore, do expect a quick retracement. And actually, one of my commenters said something. It was early in the morning. He said, hey, what do you think about this retracing to the 107 level? I was like, yeah, I explained everything in the video. It was just, I kind of like, shrugged that off and like, what are you talking about? 107, what does 107 have to do with anything? He was absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. I'm seeing this move come right back down here. Right back the hell down here. Okay? And now, what happens next? I don't know. Is this going to be something like this? Maybe. We can put that I've seen before. A compound B, and then you go with your impulse. That's possible. I don't know. But all I'm saying, in the immediate short term, whatever the hell this is, it's unsustainable. I hope you guys understand that. There's no sustainability. There's no balance. It's like a house of cards that has no base. It's a house, an edifice built with a foundation that is weak and structurally compromised. It's going to give way on itself, and the entire thing is going to crumble. Don't be surprised if we come right back down here. That's my look at Bitcoin's price action in the immediate short term. So for now, forget everything I said for the immediate short term time frame. Also, please be aware that, remember, I called this the danger zone. This is the danger zone. You're in the danger zone. Anytime you get to this area right here in Bitcoin, where we're at right now, be bearish AF. Be extremely bearish. Because remember where we are. Don't ever forget the map. The map of Bitcoin's price action on the high time frame is that you're dealing with what's likely a year-long distribution, and this is the upthrust after distribution. I'm speaking in Wyckoff terms, but basically the move that goes above, thinking, oh, it's probably going to happen. But no, you're creating one last move, and you're likely to create a bearish reversal pattern at the top here. So that's another reason you should be very careful. Right now, you're looking like you're creating your right shoulder. Don't be foolish and think you have much to go. And this move should not inspire confidence because, again, it did not perform the requisite retracements intra-wave. If you're bullish on something, you want to see reasonable retracements at levels where previous price action showed resistance. So you know that, okay, it's actually got some organic growth to it. There's nothing lasting about this. Okay, now to corroborate that read, just have a quick look at your, let's see, corroborate that read. Let's have a quick look at the liquidation heat map. And again, I'm on Coinglass and I'm looking at the Model 2 liquidation heat map super chart. Okay, basically this is Bitcoin for 1 month. And what do I see? I see that there was a big pool of liquidity where we are right now. So Bitcoin fed into the big pool of liquidity at 120, and that's finished because there's not much liquidity above. You're pretty much eating the lion's share of the liquidity at 120K. Now, where's the next one? It's back down here at, you guessed it, 107, 108. So right back down to where you started is where the next batch of liquidity is from. And that is a max pain move if I've ever seen one, because you're basically ping-ponging and just boom, boom, and you might go right back up, right? But this time in actual pure price action. We'll see. But one move at a time. Since we're looking at small time frame, for now, I would be extremely bearish. I would wait for a move back down to 107. This makes sense in many ways because, we all know, if you read charts, that Bitcoin's not particularly bullish at these levels. You're not going to make much at the top. If you're going to move a few percentage points. It's not that interesting. But why do we look at Bitcoin anyway? Because it makes the trend of the cryptocurrency market. So the next move should be down here-ish, right? Back to where we started. And there you should expect altcoins to also move down, but in a different way. So I want to show you something. Altcoins are currently, and for altcoins, I'm looking at this others chart as per usual. I think this is the best approximation for the altcoin space at this point in time in the market. You're at resistance. You're at this, 500-day resistance, and you're likely to come right back down here. Okay? And why is that? Well, look, you put in a nice bullish reversal pattern, inverse head and shoulders. You broke out from it, and now all you gotta do is retest previous resistances, new support before you actually make your breakout. This is why this move right here, this move down that we're likely to get in the coming hours, and typically you get these pivots towards the close of traditional markets. And that has to do with liquidity, in the financial markets period, and Bitcoin moves inverse to the dollar's liquidity typically. So I wouldn't be surprised if between 5 to 8 p.m. today, or even after a little bit after 8, 9, 10 p.m., you got this move down. And once you get back here, this is where most altcoins start making their big moves. I'm talking 90%, 100%, 100+% moves. This is the entry right here, okay? And that's what I'm seeing. And I just got off a call with one of my clients, and we're looking at various altcoins. You can see that time and time again. That's the entry for this inverse head and shoulders retest and breakout. So guys, that's my analysis today. Not too much more to say. Hope this was helpful, useful. Like, share, and subscribe. If you got value, consider joining my crypto portfolio mentorship and consultation service, where you can trade with me directly, 2-hour calls every month. And periodically I publish high probability support and resistance levels for each and every asset that you trade, to give you a chance to snowball your profits, take profit at high probability resistance and buy back at high probability support. If you're interested in just picking my brain on any given asset or any given indicator, stock, whatever, that's the single asset analysis service. You can order that today for $120, and you can pay through any of the 4 payment methods below. And once I get payment, just email me whatever you want me to look at, and within 24 hours you should have your analysis pre-recorded, and then you can follow up with a couple questions if you'd like. That's a single asset analysis service. And last but not least, BTCC, my exchange partner for this YouTube channel, is currently offering 10% cash back on new deposits of at least 500 USDT or greater. All you have to do is deposit the 500 USDT or greater on the exchange, make a single trade, either spot or leverage, wait up to 7 days, and you should get your bonus. Guys, that's it for me. Take care. Bye.
Prevalent time slot, I vocalize, too deep to localize, even when I'm right on the surface. You act surprised how I work this, but I can't lie. Many a good alibi, I'll catch you later.
Visions are vividly enhanced with emphasis and amethyst to develop morale advantages which help us manifest magnanimous. We body vitals like evangelists. So listen when you're dealing with people who be revealing premonitions with precision. At least that's what I'm aiming at for now. I speak the language of the world, meandering throughout the crowd. Used to feel safe to say anything, but now it's a risk. It's hard for me to let go when all I can do is reminisce. Gone like the wind, here's where I begin.